This tutorial will give you a quick look at a day in the life of a student using our content. First, each day when you launch your course, you're going to land on a suggested daily schedule page. This suggested daily schedule page will give you 5 days worth of lesson content for each of the subject courses in which you are enrolled. There's a blue progress bar that will let you know where you left off the day before and where you should start your lessons for the day. Each of these are links that will take you directly into lesson parts themselves. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this lesson part here. When you're looking at an individual lesson, you need to think about the fact that each of the individual lesson cards are new activities. So you'll move through the different lesson cards as you move throughout the course of the lesson. When you're thinking about an English language arts course, for example, you may have more text to read through. If that becomes tiresome or burdensome for you, or if you're not quite an independent reader yet, you can use this text-to-speech feature up here in the upper right-hand corner to have the text read to you. You'll work through the individual lesson card components as you go through your lesson. These are all links to the text that you'll be reading in this case. In other subject areas, it would be a link to your e-textbook. These are links that will take you directly to, in this case, the picture cards. You'll also see links to things such as graphic organizers, games, brain pop videos, other interactive activities to go along with the lesson content. Once you've finished all of the lesson cards, you will submit something for either grading or for your teacher to view to show that you've completed the lesson. Sometimes these submissions will be a rate your understanding or rate your interest question. That's going to give your teacher some information about how you felt about the content and if you feel like you really understand it or not. The quick checks are actually going to be graded and they are part of your score. So you'll want to make sure that you definitely take time to answer these quick checks correctly. You also will have times where you're submitting a Use for Mastery assessment, and those will also be graded as a part of your overall score for your course. And then other times you might be submitting a project or a unit quiz, and those will also be counted toward your grade. If you ever have any questions about what your grades are, you can go to the dashboard page on your login, and you actually have 3 tabs that you can take a look at from this page. The first tab is your Performance tab. It's going to list all of the courses that you're taking as well as your current grade in those individual courses. And you can click open one of those courses and take a look at everything that you've submitted for grading. And you can actually go in and see your score as well as any teacher feedback from this page. You can also go to your notifications page to get information about when things were graded for you, as well as if a retake was granted for you. You can go right here and click on that message to take you right to that graded assessment or the granted retake. You may also want to be aware of how far along you are in your courses. So when you click on the Progress tab, this is going to give you information on that. The Progress tab is a little bit relative. So if you're in gray or green, you should be in pretty good shape as far as having time to finish your course. If your progress bar turns red, that means that you have more incomplete lesson parts than days remaining in your school year. And if your progress bar is red, I think it's a good idea to reach out to your teacher to make sure that you have a plan in place to help you finish your course on time. You can also access individual subject areas over here on the left-hand side where you see classes. If you click on one of these classes, it's going to take you to a course outline view. And this course outline view is really helpful because it gives you an idea of where you're going as far as your unit of study is concerned. So I can see from this course outline view how many of the different types of assessments there are in each individual course. And then if I go down here and open up the unit, one of the units itself, you'll notice that I can see how many lessons there are in the unit, all the different parts. I can also get a heads up about what kind of assessment there will be in that unit or in that lesson part. So here I can see that there's a Use for Mastery assessment here. These are some times that I'm going to work on my project. And this gives you a really good clear picture of where you're going and how many individual lesson parts there are in each unit. And so every day when you log in, you're going to work through that suggested daily schedule. You should do at least 4 core subject areas each day, as well as an elective or 2, depending on which ones are assigned to you. Every day, you will always have English language arts, math, social studies, and science assigned to you. And your other elective courses, whether it's art or PE or health, those will be scattered throughout your weeks. Those lessons you'll probably do 1 to 2 times a week. You'll spend about 20 to 30 minutes on those electives courses. For English language arts, you should be spending approximately 90 to 120 minutes on that subject area. That is a very dense subject area. You're going to want to make sure that you probably do that at the beginning of your day so that you are fresh and ready to go. For math, you should be spending approximately 45 minutes to an hour each day. And then for science and social studies, you'll be looking at 30 to 45 minutes every day for those 4 core subject areas. And that's a quick look at what your life is like in the content and how you can navigate each day.